The Bouldercane Shred Druid is one of the best Druid build in Season 3 in Diablo 4. You want to speed around the map while everything dies in your hurricane of chaos and havoc, then this is the right build for you. You have enough damage and enough defense to achieve a good high score in upcoming Gauntlet. You can clear every content in the game, and this build is extremely good to clear T100 walls in a short amount of time. You have around 28k life, above 10k armor, and you have enough resource generation to go deep in the Gauntlet. But how does this build even work? Thanks to the Dolmenstone unit, our boulders will rotate around us while we have Hurricane active, and thanks to the aspect of Metamorphic Stone, our boulders will be transformed into a core skill and have no cooldown. You can easily spam this skill now. Thanks to the aspect of Nature's Savagery, we can cast boulders with Shred through Nature's Fury. Thanks to the symbiotic aspect, our cooldown of Hurricane is always slower than our uptime, and also your Earthen Bulwark can trigger Unstoppable, which triggers Tibalt's Will, and thanks to Tibalt's Will and Lust for Carnage, we have no spirit problems. For your attack speed, you can cast Bloodhowl, and for the big elite packs, you can also cast Petrify. A little tip from me, cast 5 to 6 boulders in the beginning while Hurricane is active, so you don't have constantly recast them in the beginning. Also write down in the comments below if you have further questions regarding the rotation and our playstyle. Hey guys, what's up? Angrentv with another Diablo 4 Druid build guide. And after the quick introduction, why you should definitely and absolutely choose this nice S tier build, we will start with the looks and details. We're gonna go through our gear, the skill tree, our spirit boons, the seneschal construct, and last but not least, our Paragon Board. So let's start with the gear. I got a Gutslayer's Crown on your helmet. It gives us nice damage when we crowd control our enemies, and it also pulls the enemies together, but ultimately our Harlequin's Grasp will be better because it will give us more skills, also cooldown reduction and maximum life. So you have to take, if you don't have either of them, just take a legendary helm with the Juggernauts aspect. For your chest, I got the symbiotic aspect, and there are two alternatives now. Either you will play with the symbiotic aspect on your chest and the Ghostwalker's aspect on your boots, so you will be faster and can move through enemies, or you want to be more safe and you're gonna play with the Juggernauts aspect on your chest and your symbiotic aspect on your boots. I also got maximum life, total armor, damage reduction, and damage reduction from close enemies. You can also go for damage reduction while fortified instead of damage reduction. For claws, we got the aspect of natural balance. We will get critical strike damage when we strike with our storm skills, and we're gonna get critical strike chance for our storm skills when we're gonna hit with our earth skills. This is a really nice damage boost as we constantly trigger both sides of the elements through Nature's Fury. And for the affixes, just go for critical strike chance, attack speed, willpower, and maybe storm skill cooldown reduction or intelligence if you need some more resistance. For pants, we got a Tibalt's Will. They're really nice because they will give us many resources back through our Earthen Bulwark and Unstoppable. We can cast even more boulders and we'll also get 40% more damage. For boots, we got the Ghostwalker's aspect for more movement speed, and we can move through our enemies without problems. And also for the affixes, go for movement speed, total armor while in werewolf form, build cost reduction, and dexterity, willpower, or some other nice stats. I also got 10,000 armor in our werewolf form, so this is really good. As I said, if you want to go with the more balanced version, go with the Juggernauts aspect. For weapons, we're gonna go with one-handed version. The added damage of Metamorphic Zone is bugged. It is only additional and not multiplicative, so we'll only get 100% additional damage, not multiplicative damage, so it is not worth. Just go with two one-hander until it is bug fixed. For your weapon, go for the aspect of the Nature Savagery. We can proc our Nature's Fury with our Shred. And also for affixes, go for damage to close enemies, all stats, willpower, and also damage to crowd control enemies because of our Earthen Devastation. So we'll get more critical strike damage with earth skills as more damage to crowd control enemies we will get. And for offhand, go for the aspect of the Metamorphic Stone and also critical strike chance, cooldown reduction, willpower, and some nice DR node. For Amulet, it is really clear. Dolmen Stone, just try to get a high maximum life roll as also Nature Magic Skill cooldown reduction node. For our first ring, we got a Ring of the Starless Skies. The Uber unique it will give us everything we want, give us huge damage boost, also it will give us resource cost reduction. If you don't have a Ring of Starless Skies yet, just take a ring with aspect of retaliation. For the affixes, go for maximum life, critical strike chance, damage to crowd control enemies, and some other damage node. also for our second slot, we got the accelerating aspect. We'll get even more attack speed when we critically strike with our core skill. As I said, take the same affixes as for our first ring. And for your gems, go for the ruby in your armor slots, the sapphire in your weapon slots for more critical strike damage, and the skull in your jewelry slot. Try to get to maximum resistance without your gems so you can stack your armor here. For spirit boons, we're gonna get wariness for damage reduction. On the first row, on the second row, we'll get a swooping attack for even more attack speed, and also even wrath for more critical strike damage. For wolf, we got the energize. If you have enough spirit regeneration, you can also go for bolster or for calamity. And with our snake, we're gonna go for calm before the storm. We can reset the cooldown of our ultimate skills. And for our seneschal construct, we're gonna go for Tempest because it is always up. Breaking support, so our enemies will get vulnerable. Resource support, and Evernight for nice additional skill ranks. If you don't have Evernight yet, go for the arc support, and you can also go for the critical strike chance support if you don't need the resource support. For your flash of adrenaline, go for Genesis, duration support, and tactical support. If you don't have Genesis yet, go for Safeguard for more damage reduction. For Skilltree, just go for any basic skills so you can skill it through. For core skills, go for 1 point to Shred and also 1 point to Primal Shred so we can teleport to our enemies. Go for 3 point to Predatory Instinct so we'll have additional 6% critical strike chance against our close targets. 3 points so we get more movement speed while we're in werewolf form. Don't take Wild Impulse yet, it is still a bug. Take this when it gets fixed, it is only additive damage. For defensive skills, go for 1 point to Other Bulwark. Will also provide you unstoppable, and also go for preserving Other Bulwark so we'll get nice fortify. Also take Bloodhowl as also preserving Bloodhowl so we get attack speed from our enemies. We have a high uptime because we're constantly killing enemies, and also take Ancestral Fortitude, 3 points. We need 3 points in here so we can get our skulls in our armor pieces, and also take 3 points in the Vigilance so we will get additional damage reduction after you cast a defensive skill. We didn't take any companion skills, and for your wrath skills, go for 1 point to a Hurricane, as also 1 point to Savage Hurricane for additional damage reduction. I test out Endless Tempest, but to be honest, I don't think we even need Endless Tempest because we have enough cooldown reduction and 100% uptime of Hurricane even without Endless Tempest. Also go for 5 ranks into Boulder. There's also 1 point in Natural Boulder so we get 20% additional critical strike chance when we are fortified, and go for 3 points of Crushing Earth. Because of our neurotoxin, the enemies are always slowed and so we'll get always 15% more damage. Also go for Stone Guard. We're basically always full on fortify so we'll get additional 12% damage. And go for 1 point to Safeguard so you always build up fortify after you critically strike with your Earth skills. And also take the nice combi of neurotoxin, Toxic Claws, and Venom, so you will poison your enemies with a critical strike and you will slow them, so you will have always 30% more critical strike multiplier against your poison targets. For your ultimate skills, go for Petrify. It's also Prime Petrify. You can think about leaving out Supreme Petrify, but we have some points left. And also go for Defiance, so we'll get additional damage against elites. 3 point on Natural Disaster, so we'll get additional damage against our targets for our Earth and Storm skills. Also 3 points in Resonance because we're always casting our Earth and Storm skills in between. We always have this nice 18% damage proc up. And for the last part, take Nature's Fury. For the Paragon Board, I also built this into my char planner. I went the right route and also went for Territorial, so we'll get additional close damage against enemies. Also went for the Resolve, so we'll get additional resistance to all enemies. For a second board, we got the Inner Beast, but we didn't skill it. We went for the Undaunted Glyph because we have a high uptime of Fortify, and also Determination for more armor as we need this. Also Tenacity for more maximum life, and Nimble because we want to stack our attack speed as high as possible. For your next board, go for the Earthen Devastation. As I said previously, try to get your bonus as high as possible so we'll get more critical strike damage. Also take Keeper Glyph for more damage, and also take Earthen Powers, also more resistance here, and also take the Press so we get more damage to ground control enemies for Earthen Devastation. For the next board, go for the board of the Ancestral Guidance, and we went for the Earthen Sky Glyph so we have even more damage, and we're also gonna go with Harmony and Resolve for more core skill damage and more resistance, and also we get the Spirit on Kill nodes. And for the next board, go for the constricting tendrils as also the shapeshifter glyph. The nice part about the shapeshifter glyphs, it adds a whole layer of more critical strike chance because it is not just 20% critical strike chance. In assumption you have 6% critical strike chance, you will hit the enemy and it fails to critical strike. You then have an extra 20% chance to critically strike the enemy again. So it is really nice. And also we got the courage. We have really high amounts of maximum life through this glyph, and also the nature's will. Try to get the bonus as well here. For the second last spot, go for the hide malice. You don't need this legendary power as it is not so good as it seems. And also go for the spirit glyph for more critical strike damage, and also the nice damage to poison enemies and damage reduction from poison enemies nodes here. And for the last spot, go for the Lust for Carnage, so we'll get our huge resource back for critical strike with Werewolf, and also get the Wild's Call for more attack speed. Now in summary, our stats, I got 25,000 life. I can even scale this higher with better items. I got 10,000 armor in Werewolf form, and I can stack my attack power even higher. We got really high amounts of attack speed when we have everything up, and also high amounts of critical strike chance. It is around 60 to 70%. I hope I could show a really nice build that will be really well prepared and will be really good for the upcoming Gauntlet. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and it would boost my channel tremendously. Also write down in the comments if you have some further questions. Until the next video, bye.